Hey, what's going on, team? We are back for another segment, and this part of the segment might sound a little harsh, but I want to be upfront. I'm not going to be for everyone. Some of the things that I'm going to say, or that I have said in previous videos, are going to stir emotions and make people think inward, right? Specifically some sales folks or folks that I've worked with, and then they're going to make energized clients and customers, and they're going to think, yeah, that's what we need. But more importantly, I'm not here to badmouth anybody. I'm here to say simply, my way is not gonna be for everybody, but it's the way I developed to be true to my purpose, my calling, and my thing. So to that end, I think it's important that we do talk about, if we're gonna do an About Me segment, right? One of them should be, who's the ideal client? But I think that sounds too salesy. That's my personal opinion. Everybody wants to say something like, oh, here's my ideal client, here's my purpose. We're always gonna use sales to try to get more people. So I think the better way to frame this would be, here's the people who may not like or may not get value out of what I am talking about, what I am doing, because I think that's better. I'd rather be the antithesis than driving a message that you've already heard. And even though you will hear, hey, if you don't want to work with me, I think there's a guy out there. If you don't make more than 150K, I won't personally train you. And by the way, that guy's a stud, and it looks like he gets great results from his clients. So that's a way he's using to say, this is my ideal client for this reason. By no means am I doing something groundbreaking or earth-shattering, but here's my time to be able to tell you, since you're here on my channel, this is who I can serve, and this is who might not be best served, right? So let's get into it. This isn't a hype channel. I got into the social media game because it is the future. You have to be present here. You have to have a presence. People want to know who you are, and they're not just going to go to the local mom and pop guy. This isn't like my daddy knows a guy. I'm from Jersey, so we all know a guy, right? But that age is kind of dead. It's important to know a guy and have somebody in your team, but you need to have a social media presence. But I'm just not into that hype and that gimmick. I love being me, and I love doing me the way I want to do it so that I sleep at night and I feel like I'm providing the best value. I'm not gonna sell that I know everything. I'm not gonna sell you that like, oh, I got the best budget hack out there and this is how I hack loans and this is how you're gonna get the best deal. No. I'm not doing that. So I'm not your guy. If you want to be flashy and you want a flashy guy in your corner, I'm just not your guy. But if you want your clients or you to be taken care of in a way, to me, it's the right way. If you want clients or you to be handled with education first, clarity, transparency, empowerment, those are the kinds of things that I stand for. This is where you want to be. You want to be right here, digging through my content, figuring out what it is that you're getting yourself into when it comes to working with me. Another thing is, if you can't tell, I love to talk. That's why this social media game kind of fits me a little bit, because I'll just talk for days. There are folks out there, you know, big business guys don't want to hear it. They just want to give it to me, get me the product, get me the end state, done. Let's call it a day. I'm probably not your guy, because this is a very intimate thing to be able to do. If you and I work in a different capacity and I am on your team, you're some big shot and we're gonna go down that road, you trust me to do the best thing for you, then sure, we'll go and do that. But my base business as a mortgage advisor, I'm going to come from a place of education. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to explain risk. Those concepts might sound confusing. They might start to like muddy the waters a little bit for you, but I am here to give you everything and then talk about pros and cons of each. At the end of the day, there is no exact one way something should work. That I've learned. I was a firm believer that there should be a hard yes or no. And I found that you get a lot of frustration when you're expecting there to be answers given to you. What we need to know is, what is the desired outcome? Why are we even getting into this game? Why are we going down the path of financing a home? Is it for an investment purpose? That changes what is important in the deal. Are we going there because this is where you're gonna start to grow your family and have all your babies in? That makes a wild difference. You're gonna need to have room in your budget. The why drives the rest. You have to understand what those things are, and I'm going to give you all the risk factors that come with the different programs and the different places where you are. And if we have to talk about your budget, which I'm putting together some classes, so be on the lookout for that. If you wanna talk about what your budget looks like and how you can just maximize it for you and or how it relates to a mortgage or meeting qualifications for a mortgage, that's all things that I'm going to give you. If you want to read past it, absolutely fine. But that is what I'm going to do regardless. If you're the type that's like, shut up, I don't want to know nothing about it, just get to the chase, I'm probably not going to be the best guy for you, because I'm going to try to inject a lot of information and I'm going to talk a lot about what's happening in the process, because I want you to be in control of it. Everyone talks about this as chaos and you can't control or manage chaos. I reject that wholeheartedly. You can. You come with a plan. And when things happen, things happen. They're always going to. That is a natural, time-tested, proven fact. Things are gonna happen. But we're gonna have a plan, and we're gonna keep those shifts really, really tight and close. And if I don't explain those risks to you, and if I don't explain what's happening, every time something comes up in the process, either you're my realtor partner, or you're a title agent or an attorney that's working with me on a deal, and you're like, now what does this mean? Because we didn't talk to each other. We didn't set expectations. We don't have a common operating picture. So I am going to talk to you, and I'm going to say, this is what the process looks like. Here's what my team does. Here's what my team doesn't do. And here's how long it takes my team to do set things. And here's the points in the timeline where we see potential problems. So if you come to me and you say, I'm not ordering title until we get commitment. Okay, here's the risks that poses. You can take that stance, that's fine. But my next step is talking to the client. And after you and I spoke, if you're an attorney and that's your take, I'm going to talk to the client. Hey, this is what your attorney wants to do. This is why I think they're doing it this way. Protect the business and the sustainability of their business so they're not spending a lot of money on deals that could die. But here's what it does to your timeline. You're setting a bad expectation. You're accepting a lot of risk for closing on time. Those are the conversations we need to have. And the reason why an attorney would do that is because you're always getting bad advice from lenders. We are people-oriented, and we're gonna talk about the process. And we're gonna talk about a smooth partnership and how we're gonna get things done. And we're gonna talk about risk up front. And the same thing that goes with a client. If this is your 6th mortgage, I got it. But maybe you just didn't know or didn't ask the questions the first couple times around. I don't know what your background is like, but I'm gonna talk to you like we're humans. I'm no better. I make mistakes every day. The point is, we're gonna talk like we're professionals. We're gonna lay out all the facts and we're gonna lay out all the risks. And we're just gonna talk the process and set the proper expectations, because that's the important part to me. If you're looking for, the sharpest dress guy, even though, I do think I look pretty good. But if you're looking for the sharpest, crispest guy that when he walks in the room, his outfit and his presence commands. I think my presence does command a little bit, but my outfits are certainly not going to. A 40-year-old dad who lives by the Jersey Shore, and I don't know. I still don't got that Brad Pitt look down, that George Clooney classic look down. I can't figure it out. And I'm certainly not a finance bro, so I'm not gonna have that. So if the hype, the good stuff, that's really what you're looking for, then you're probably gonna wanna go somewhere else. And if you want somebody that talks a little bit less, you're not gonna get it from me. I wanna talk about what you're not gonna get, or set the expectations for what you are gonna get. And so we can come from a common place of acceptance. We wanna be on the same playing field with each other. We want to understand what we're getting into with each other, because this is a major life decision, right? Let's just be upfront. Let's just be early, be on time, talk early and often, lay out all those risks that come with this game. We start from an education standpoint first. And here's part of the crazy part. I live my life by short-term discipline for long-term freedom. And this was a motto in my command philosophy I used in the military, and it's very, very important to me. It's because most folks want the sales pitch up front. So if I'm coming and talking to a client, I'm gonna tell you how I'm the best lender, I'm gonna get you the best rates, I got the best programs, I got you. 90% of the people out there in mortgage lending space, they all have the same stuff. They have different rates because margins are set different. That's a different conversation and a crazy one if you want to talk about it. But they all got the same programs. There's no shiny new car out there. Now, when I said 90%, is because there are some companies that are doing some pretty crazy innovative things and could really benefit people for very, very specific things, but they're done for a specific purpose. And if you don't understand what that specific purpose was, if I'm just telling you I can get it done, but then I'm using one of those such a special niche products because that's kind of the only thing that can work for you, but it's not really driving your goal, because really you want a home, you're growing up and you're having your babies in this house. This might be the only one that fits you, but it's not really serving the purpose of your goal. Would you want to know that? My answer is yes, you deserve to know that. If I'm just talking sales, shut up, keep it moving. I got you your product, we made it work, we're done. Let's go, drive. It's the wrong answer. So if that's the route you want to go and you just want to make it work, and then I'm probably not for you. And then a lot of this goes for partners and things too. Like if we want to talk about like, are we a good fit, not client wise, but partner level, maybe title, attorney, realtor, those types. If that's what you're looking for, I got it, but that's not what we're gonna get into. And I'm a firm believer of, if you drive the process for the person, for the right reasons, if you do it for the right reasons, the ultimate end state will come to you naturally. If I treat people the right way, they will be happy with the service I provided them with. They will come back to me when they've got questions. They will refer their friends and family to me because I did the right thing for the right reasons. I'm okay having a hard conversation, and I get it. We all want to get the sales. We all want to make good money and take care of our families and do that. But if you do it the wrong way, you burn a client and you don't build a sustainable business. It's a bad business model. You're taking a shortcut or a short-term fix that's not helping your long-term. I'd rather have hard short-term battles that earn me long-term success. So my short-term discipline, my dedication to a hard process, talking about things, being honest about them up front, that's what's gonna drive my long-term freedom. And if you can get with that and you're on board or like type, let's talk. Let's figure this out. Because my experience that not a lot of folks are doing it that way. And they need to. So if you're the type of professional who wants to do that, or you're the type of client that really wants that level of education, advising, and mentorship in the process, come check out the content, get all the answers you can get. Things are so specialized in this space that I'm gonna tell you, hey, come talk to me. It's not a sales pitch. It's legit, come talk to me. It's free. My time is my time. And I am here for the purposes of serving the people. In this space, in mortgage space, I am here to give you my time. That's what earns me my trust. That's what earns me my reputation. And that's what drives my success going forward. So again, I'm not your flashiest person, and I'm not gonna be the shut up and keep it moving type. I'm gonna talk early, I'm gonna talk often, I'm gonna talk risk, because I'm asking the so what of everything. And if your so what doesn't match my desired outcome of caring for the individual, I'd rather be upfront with you now. And being upfront with you means that I have to build this channel to be something different. That's why I built it. I built this so you can know a little bit about me, and I built it so that I can build trust. I wanna give you all the information. It's not hidden behind me wanting your details. I don't need it. I don't need your details. If you don't wanna work with me, I don't need to give you all my stuff, but hide it behind an email address and a phone number, which I'm gonna spam with emails and text messages about how great it is to work with me. No, I'll give you all the education in the world. I know this business is confusing. I know this process has so many different variables, but listen, if you can educate yourself and get everything that you need, then I'm happy. But if not, all over my content and all over my space is ways that you can book a call with me and get in touch with me if you want to ask deeper, further questions. Half of my business is built on educating you, and maybe we go 3 to 5 years down the road. We're putting you on a plan so that you can get a house 3 to 5 years from now. Most sales folks don't even want to touch that space because they need sales in the next 6 months. It's not me. I'm here to educate. I'm here to be transparent. And I want anybody who ever books a call with me to know that it is zero sales, zero obligation. Let's just have fun. Let's joke about something, find some common ground. You like football, you like video games, you like whatever, you like to play golf, maybe not, whatever it is, you like anime, whatever it is. Let's find some common ground. Let's chop it up, have a good time. We'll build in some education. We'll build in some of the information that you need to be empowered so you have the clarity, the transparency, and you and I can build that trust. And if you want to work with me and you want to go down that road of getting a loan, all of those things will still be the foundation on how we built that relationship. That's going to be who we are going forward together. Whether you're going to be a client or whether you're going to be a partner in the future, that's where we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. And if it's not how you want to build your future or not how you want to be treated as a client, then that's okay. But that's what this segment was designed to be. Let's put the truth out, be transparent, cards all out on the table. So I hope this segment was great for you, gave you a little bit more insight. I do hope you continue on the channel, watch some more stuff of mine, and then dive into some of the other channels to get that information that you want. And I'm very much grateful. Please subscribe so you can get more information as I push it out. hey, at the end of the day, I want everybody to be empowered, and I love the fact that you're even here at this point in time. It makes my heart warm. Stay tuned for some more stuff, and I hope you dive in and enjoy all the content you can. And ultimately, I hope we get a chance to communicate and connect at some future deeper level. All right, let's get it.